Let's talk about expenses to save for when purchasing a home. It's easy to get stressed out and overwhelmed by numbers and details associated with buying a home. The purchase price will be the largest number to deal with in your transaction, but there are a few other one-time costs that you will need to focus on. These costs are often overlooked and not touched upon until it's time to hand over that check. So let's go over some important ones that are hard to avoid. Before we begin, I'm Nicole Shlass with the Homplicity Realty Group at Keller Williams. Number one, your land transfer tax. This is probably the biggest, baddest one-time cost of them all, so we're going to talk about it first and get it right out of the way. This tax is based on your home's purchase price and can be tricky to calculate since it takes into account which municipality you live in, if you're a first-time buyer, and some other stuff. When I meet with clients for the first time, we estimate land transfer tax based on the max budget they've been approved for. Our goal is to never hit your max. However, I like to plan for worst case scenario, and this is the simplest way of figuring that out. Number two, legal fees. You'll need a lawyer to review and officially close the transaction on closing day. As a buyer, you do end up paying slightly more than a seller would because of the actual transfer of deed. And if you're a condo buyer, your lawyer will have to review the condo status certificate. I usually tell my clients to budget between $2,000 to $2,500. However, all lawyers have their own fees, so make sure you ask in advance how much it will cost you. No one likes surprises, especially when it's time to shell out cash. Number three, home inspections. If the home you're interested in does not have a pre-home inspection, you will most likely have to pay out of pocket. As we all know, home inspections can save you from spending thousands of dollars on unexpected repairs and renewals. Home inspections on average cost about $500 for a 1,500 square foot home. In markets where you may have to bid on multiple homes, home inspections can get pricey, so it's definitely a good idea to put aside some extra cash. I also just wanted to say a quick note that home inspections are usually done for freehold properties only because the home inspector is really only looking at the big items, your roof, foundation, electrical, plumbing. So if you are purchasing a condo, home inspections might not apply to you. Number four, home insurance. You're about to spend a ton of money, so why not safeguard this as well? Home insurance is based on a few specific details of the home and differs with every insurance company. You can always do your research and find out which one works best for you. Here's a little tip though. Sometimes it's cheaper to bundle your car and home insurance, so investigate that option as well. And lastly, utility hookups. Did you know you have to pay for these hookups? And sometimes you even have to pay for cancellation fees. Annoying, I know, but unavoidable. So contact your provider to get an idea of what these fees are, and if you are closing on a pre-construction building, these fees should already have been capped for you. Well, there you have it. 5 expenses to save for before purchasing a home or condo. Every transaction is different, and there can always be other items that you have to save for, but these are your biggest and most overlooked ones. So let's start saving and being less stressed. Woohoo! Now go buy that property you've always wanted, but call me first.